Alright everyone, welcome to the final round. Feels like eternity since we made it to this, but this is it. The final round of the night. Anyways, to pull it off, I wanted to bring Gage on stream with what the more interesting sprite builds, live twin sprites. I actually thought this was going to be the more popular probably builds next to, of course, the frog engine. Glad to, of course, see it. We've had 3 different versions of Spright today, but hey, the lemon lime drink is the best, as Gage proves it with our lemon lime sleeves. Even though you really can't go into Totally Awesome anymore. Gotta love it. But anyways, York bring back pendulums, and it looks like everyone is ready to get going, so I'm going to announce the timer, and we will begin.
A little bit too loud, if I may say.
I mean, there's a lot of people in the shop right now.
Sometimes I want to slap my backhanded collectiveness of them, you know?
Yeah. Well, anyways, here we go. We got Skokobat Joker starting off. We got an Imperm, and now we're gonna
do this and then a hand so you can in front of everybody.
Pendulum call getting
It does.
Alright, apologies, but Duelist Alliance could not trigger unless there's a card in your Pendulum Zone. We resolved that. Lucky enough, he actually had a Pendulum monster that he could use to go for the resolution of the effect, and then, of course, he had Pendulum Call to triggering sending the Draco to the graveyard. He had Wisdom Eye pop to go the Oath. He's going to go for a Pendulum Summon. So it looks like a pin summon of 3, harmonizing, of course, bringing out the Black Fang Magician. My gosh, I think I finally figured out his name. It's Black Fang Magician, Purple Eyes Magician, Double Iris Magician. But anyways, here we go. Then he's going to go beyond the Pendulum. He's already, of course, resolved the effect.
Quick effect, you can target one.
Or actually, Pendulum Summon for the turn, but that does get him into the Purple Eyes Magician. Why is all this so hard to remember sometimes?
If the target
Apologies, I had to go answer that. There was a question of whether or not Beyond the Pendulum could be Link summoned away. Truth be told, they could not. But the fact is, since he added a Pendulum monster, but they didn't go for a Pendulum summon, he actually can't. His Pendulum effects are turned off for the turn, but it actually doesn't really matter. So, anyways, he's going to go for an Appaloosa. That's an app for 4.
I think so anyway.
So it's going to be quite the annoyance to tear through that, especially for the Live Twin engine. But that is an Appaloosa before. Now the scales are turned off for the turn, but Lily Oath Magician really isn't anything of high importance or anything like that. So anyways, here we go. Gauge, Light Twin Sprights. They're supposed to have a star between it, but I don't know if there's a star key. I guess there is a star key. So anyways, we're going to be adding a live twin monster to his hands. So let's see. I don't know which one he added, but doesn't really matter. There's 𝐒𝐓𝐃𝐄, Lalalia, the one that does the things. So anyways, it's going to special summon a 𝐒𝐓𝐃𝐄.
So you know Steven's staff, right?
And then who's going to go for the 3, so that's going to negate the effect of Lalila, and then 𝐒𝐓𝐃 gets to summon itself out onto the field.
So you can just stack the cards on top of it.
As long as he has a Lalila onto the field, any Lalila really.
I really don't.
Oh, I apologize. I have no.
I accidentally sent this.
Alright, so I believe we have quite a lot of pendulum summoning going on here. We have Spright Elf and Spright Red. I have no idea. I know Appaloosa died. It doesn't look like Gage got much of the live twin engine done. I mean, most of it got negated by 4 app. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. I apologize. I just disappeared for most of this. I had to go answer the judging calls here. So we got Spright Blue.
Oh hey, I didn't realize I had two more things on Porsche. I had 6 things on Porsche.
Alright, so it's really going to be questionable. So it looks like the Ash is going to go against Spright Blue here. It looks like Spright Blue, I think, came out of Spright Elf here. And again, we have quite a lot of field. I have to guess that some of it came off the harmonizing. I'm not exactly sure how. Well, I guess maybe some of the stuff went to the hand. So anyways, we're going to Underworld Goddess herself again. Your opponent can't negate her effects unless they are targeting her, and then she can basically also negate the effects of anything that brings something back from the graveyard. It's really neat. But yes, it can use one of your opponent's monsters. It's a Link 5 for its Link summoning requirements. Alright, so here we go. So anyways, the 𝐒𝐓𝐄𝐑𝐈𝐒 coming out, and then it looks like I sprayed Spright Carrot coming on the field. So anyways,
Yeah, I need 𝐒𝐓𝐄𝐃.
It's an instant fusion.
No, ready fusion.
Ready fusion, sorry. Because ready fusion.
but anyways, it looks like Underworld Goddess might be attempting to go after something that's bringing something out of the graveyard. I suppose it's probably Carrot, because 𝐒𝐓𝐄𝐑𝐈𝐒 comes out of the deck for on normal special.
I'm looking for that too.
So that is a real question. Now, if it's already triggered its effect, that's pretty good because then you can go into the whole Live Twin engine. I would like to just build Live Twins pure, not Sprites. But I think this deck is pretty cool nonetheless.
You definitely know what you want and when you need it. I think that's one of your
So kind of have to figure out exactly where this all
Although I
goes.
must say this about the course.
So it looks like he's going to
It
go.
can be at the same time, you know? No,
So it looks like we're going to go for a Link 2 to the one and only evil twin, 𝐒𝐓𝐄𝐑𝐈𝐒, and then 𝐒𝐓𝐄𝐑𝐈� gets to trigger her effect on the summon on 𝐒𝐓𝐿𝐼. Then 𝐒𝐓𝐿𝐼 will be. Then those two will go into evil twin, or I guess no, he doesn't really need it. Or I guess we're just going to go make a gigantic. Alright, when we're going to trigger gigantic Spright. And we're going to, of course, get a few more. Now we're going to get a fun, interesting card that is Spright Blue effect. So, of course, get Jet, and then Jet will special summon himself to the field, and then the one and only Jet will get starter, and then we get to move down the conga line of conga lining that is Sprite's engine.
Oh yeah.
Gotta love it, but I mean, sure, we've had a lot of Spright today. We've had a lot of lemon lime drink, but the fact of the matter is that, alright, I guess he's gonna go the new double cross.
We had a lot of Spright today. A lot of lemon lime drink. Oh, like I went through the incredible crazy.
Alright. So anyways, he's going to set another. So we have a Spright Smasher Blue and the Jet. Jet doesn't do much else except get a Spright card. Fellow trap card to his hand. And that's literally about it. And then Gigantic's going to be able to punch. And then punch over the Underworld Goddess. And here comes Blue and here comes Jet.
We'll think about it later.
Very interesting because thanks to Spright Smasher being able to go up to 3,200 is very strong, though it's a weenie other than that. It's like 18. I think it's like 1,800. Like, I think it's like. I think it's an 1,800 otherwise, but who knows? I believe it's an 1,800 because it goes up to 32 after it activates its effect. And of course, then you're trapped to Link 2. So, I mean, the issue is that once you start the Spright line in Live Twin, you better have the Sunny, Trouble Sunny up on the field because she's actually a Link 4. So you won't actually be able to go to Trouble Sunny.
Sorry, I need to keep them because they're going off somewhat.
So anyways, Oath Magician adding back Harmonizer once again. And then we're going to go for triggering of the Pendulum Summon. Pendulum 1 for the extra deck, Harmonizer, Oath Magician. Harmonizer is going to then bring out a dude. I feel like Harmonizer should have banished at one point or another. I think that's if it gets Synchro summoned, it gets banished.
Walker. I need that.
But anyways, we have whatever that Pendulum monster is. I guess it's not going to matter because then we're going to go to another Link 4, Access Code Talker. Wait a minute, access code talker doesn't.
Dude, I haven't.
I don't think what he thinks is the truth. It doesn't.
And I would try to get 2 commons.
Does it target? I've only ever.
You know what I mean?
I feel like it has to target whatever it's used for synchro, whatever it got link summoned with, not just a link monster.
Just to piss people off.
So it looks like actually it just targets. I'm going to so we have double cross here. I'm going to go look at that. I'm a little concerned that I think these people don't know.
I don't think I need Majesty Hyperion.
Access code talker.
I think I have 3 already.
Woof, still $40. Man, that's for the gold rare.
I am.
Your opponent can activate card effects. If this card's link summon, you target one link monster that was used for material as its link summon. This card can equal to that. Yes, I thought for a second that Access Code Talker had not. I think they were trying to trigger Access Code Talker. York was, but of course I quickly corrected that one before that did anything. Now, upon resolution of the summon of the effect, it looks like Gage is going to take that one. Of course, upon finishing the effect, the one and only Access Code Talker then gets swapped away because your opponent does get a response. After summon. Not that it really matters. You can't even change Access Code Talker on summon or anything like that. Anyways, let's get into the next game. Alright, so our 2 players are of course going to shuffle up everything and move right into the fun of the next game. Well, anyways, Gage took that one, but it took a little harder. I mean, the Appaloosa before definitely just stopped the Live Twin engine in its track for quite some time, so it couldn't really do everything the Live Twin deck wants it to do. And all of that. So, even though it's been a long day, I think we've had some really, really good games, and we've had some really good decks out here as well. I think we got a lot of tier elements out there, a couple Black Wings, Trap Tricks, Spright. Yeah, we got a lot of Spright out here. Mokies, Earth Machines, some branded. I was like sure what K played, but I believe he might have been playing. I'm not exactly certain of what K was playing. I believe it was probably just some generic beatdown deck. I believe it was Gaia. I believe that's what he was playing, but I'm not completely sure. So let us see where all of this begins as we now cut our deck. I'm feeling sure York is probably going to be going first here. This is a Pendulum deck. Pendulum deck's preferred for setup and to do all that as we draw the 5 opening hand.
I went through it before when I wasn't building most of these decks.
Alright, here we go. We're going to start off with Pendulum Call, a card that actually can be triggered because you don't have a Pendulum monster. Anyways, sending off the Pendulum, and we're going to Ash Pendulum Call. Nothing like hurting the Pendulum deck by hitting their call. Is that really all he, all yours got here is just Pendulum Call and, just pitching? Ugh. That's a pretty brick hand and a good Ash if I ever had to see one. We're gonna set acting. Anyways, here we go. We have he has Skeely Frost to his hand. Lila Lai is coming on down. That's going to get him a Skeely. to the field, because you know this is how our lives are. 𝐿𝐿, 𝐶𝐿𝐿, there she is for us all. And then 𝐶𝐿𝐿 Frost, and now Red, apparently because we all just want to spam board presents. Well.
64.
Alright, so anyways, now we're going to go into the engine here of Spright Elf. Spright Elf effect is going to bring back 𝐿𝐿. The interesting aspect is that, well, I guess it doesn't really want to go into the Live Twin engine just as of yet. He is in the Spright engine, though. Oh, here we go. So now he's going to make the gigantic Spright, locking himself, of course, into Link 2, Level 2, and Rank 2. To, of course, bring in the Spright Blue. So anyways, it looks like there was a question about it. There might be a response. It looks like an effect veiler, and Red's going to send Elf to negate and gigantic Spright. It's going to now go for resolution. Spright Blue is out onto the field now. And now here we go to Spright Jet, and Spright Jet to probably get the double cross to Gage's hand. Oh, he's going to go get the starter. Well, I guess that still works. Starter is going to now trigger here. He's going to get one of the other sprites. I have no idea because it's not really used all that often. Then he's going to take the damage to how much ever attack it is. And now he has a field of dudes. And the Smasher. Alright, here we go for big damage. Effect Veiler, of course, didn't activate, so here we go, everyone. 32 some 11 is blue. I have no idea what red, carrot, or anything else is. So anyways, here we go for continuing down the fun combos. We're gonna go to see another Spright Elf so that we can continue Spright engine plays. That way you have all Spright Red. Spright Red up on the field or anything like that. I am not completely sure.
That'll make my third one if I can get it.
So I guess we'll just have to see how this ends, and it looks like that's really it. Wow, okay, so no Elf. I mean, Red is still a negate, and I have no idea what the other Spright does at all, like, at all. And, I mean, York can still play it. The Pendulums still have very strong thing. Black Fang, Magician, and, well, we're going to Twin Twisters that, pitching out 𝐶𝐿𝐿 and there everything goes, and Gage claims the win with a Twin Twister.